Steve, you've had a little bit of a hectic weekend where you had to go over to Russia.
Yeah. Truth, it was an hectic week because obviously we flew out late on Thursday to be there for Friday to do a lot of promo work, and then we stayed for the big fight on the Saturday night. But we only got into the WB series the previous Saturday, so on the Sunday we had to fill out all the forms to go to Russia and get the visa. Monday morning me and Terry went to the visa Russian embassy in Manchester to be told that they couldn't do it in 3 days, we'd have to go to London. So we had to walk straight over, jump on a train at Piccadilly, go down to London, get some forms filled in, fingerprints took, leave our passports, and then on Thursday, 3 days later, we had to go back to pick the passports up with the visa and then fly out of Heathrow direct to Moscow. So it's been a mad week.
Am I right though, you were saying that this was all going to be happening because we all expected him to beat Maurice Hooker and he'd go in there as one of the seeded fighters, but when that didn't happen, was that going to be an issue? There was a problem with that. I mean, apparently the WBS had approached Frank Warren's office before the fight, the assumption being that Terry was going to win the WBO world title at 10 stone, and they wanted him in the competition. Obviously he lost to Hooker and they pursued Hooker then. My job then was to deal with the WBS and say to him, look, you know, it was a split decision. Terry still wants to go in the competition, and we mithered till eventually I think Hooker decided he wasn't going in it, and there was room, and Terry's got in it, and it's something that we wanted to do. So we're really pleased. So we were straight off to Russia. He's drawn the favourite, hasn't he?
Well, he was picked by the favourite, yeah. You know, it's funny that from the last series where they had the 8 in and there was 4 picking 4, on this one there was like 2 title fights already in place, so they got those people in it there. So those 4 people are out. So the 2 seeds, obviously Terry would have been #1 seed if he beat Hooker, which he was close to doing, and it was a bad performance. So the 2 seeds was Riga's Progress, I think how you say his name, and Josh Taylor. So to be truthful, we was thinking we'd end up with Josh Taylor because we didn't think Progress would pick him, and Josh Taylor then wouldn't have been left with a pick, he'd just been left with Terry. So while we was over there, that's what we was thinking, and then on the night all of a sudden he picked Terry and everything's changed. But looking at it stylistically, he might be a better fight for Terry, you know. He's certainly going to come and put it on Terry, and I think that'll suit Terry. And obviously with him being the favourite, from my point of view as well, it's a defining fight for Terry, which he's never really had, so he'll start getting the credit that he deserves even, and hopefully when he beats Progress, yeah.
Do you think this will help him? Because he's going to have to go, he's going to be in America?
Well, it's not been confirmed yet. We're just presuming with him being the seeded fighter, we'll have to go to America, and you question whether it would help him. I think it could do. I'm not saying it will do. I mean, it's a fight at the end of the day. It doesn't matter where it is, but it possibly could help him.
Because Terry's quite, he's not a big mouth, is he? You know, he keeps himself to himself, doesn't brag about anything. So it might be nice with the pressure off him going over there, and pressure's on the other guy, and him being the favourite. Hopefully it could work.
Yeah, well, the other guy's a confident fella, so I don't think he'll be effective putting pressure on him. I mean, he's just going to come out and put it on Terry, that's no doubt. It's whether Terry handles the fight, isn't it? And he's more than capable. Obviously he wasn't a good performer against Hooker, we all know that, but if he brings his A game to Progress, he's more than capable of beating him.
I quite like Terry did an interview with Cougar, and his answer to it was, shit happens.
yeah, well that's how it was, and you can't be on form all the time, and he wasn't on form, and he lost, and it was a devastating loss to us all. And you know, if we would have been out of the WBS series, it would have been a shame. Whereas now, you know, 3 fights he could hold maybe three belts, couldn't he? So he wanted to be a two-weight world champion. There's no quicker way of doing it than this. So
he always wanted those unification fights, and
yeah,
now he's got them, hasn't he?
Yeah. So sometimes a loss can turn things around for you, and let's hope that this is the case with Terry.
Has it been, so obviously there's no date been made for this fight, but
there's no date. We've been told it's going to be end of September, early October, and we should be finding out in the latter end of this week. So
hopefully the other World Boxing Series, Series 1 will have finished then, because it's just been made that in September Groves and Callum Smith fight one another, don't they?
Well, I don't think they give a date for that, but obviously
they said September though.
Yeah, but obviously it would make sense if the first series is finished before the second one starts. Yeah, but you know, I'm really looking forward to
both of them as well.
The
super lightweights. And the
the bantamweights were down there, and there's some cracking fighters in that, isn't there? You know, that's some. I mean, there's rumours that they might be putting a light welterweight fight on the same show with a bantamweight one, so that'd be good if it happens. But as I say, everything's rumours at the moment. No one knows, but we know Terry's in it. We know he's fighting progress, and we know it's going to be a tough fight. But it's one he's more than capable of winning, and stylistically, as I said, it could suit Terry. I mean, we spoke about it. He knows he can't switch off with this kid or he get knocked out. That's quite simple, you know. So I think mentally, it'll turn Terry on this, yeah.
Nice one. Thanks a lot, Steve.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.